Hispanics are causing panic, baby. Let's do it.
Thanks to those joining me live and to those that be joining me on archive, D-Style Boxing here. To those listening on playback, archive, etc., make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you do that. It's a no HCP podcast tonight, but I just wanted to just come on for a little bit though and give my thoughts on some stuff. This video probably will be all over the place, but it won't be as long as a regular show. Look, nothing's like going on or anything. I just, I just wasn't in the mood to do a podcast tonight. But I could come on here and talk and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Look, the podcast will be on next week, by the way. All right. So we'll be back on next week and we'll be back enrolling. The round table will be live this week, but it will be on Milcar's channel. That's Maestro A Boxing. Make sure you subscribe and catch the round table. You'll catch me on there on Thursday. DJ Mexicano de Texas. How you doing, brother? Is it Que Pasa, D-Style? And Big Dog Willie is in the building as well. Check it out. First of all, I don't know if you guys ever get notifications on your phone, right? Because I do, and well, we all do, but I don't know if you ever get news articles and they pop up on the top of your phone. It comes out and it says, purse bid canceled for Porter versus Crawford. And I gotta be honest, like when I saw that, I said, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna get the fight." God damn it, you know what I mean? But then I did end up clicking on it, and I read the whole headline, which I couldn't see just from the notification itself, and it did say it was canceled because they came to an agreement, and it's going to be on ESPN pay-per-view. So there you go. I've already gone on record and said I'll take it on pay-per-view if that's the only way we can get it, right? For the money Crawford wants, the money Porter wants, you got to put it on pay-per-view, or else the fight doesn't happen, and we don't get the fight at all, right? So that's been my stance. Shout out to A-Rod. Shout out to Nando Yamas and Outlaw in the building as well. How's it going, brother? And Nando Calix is, he's doing good. It just, I think his internet is out. New Orleans was hit hard over there, so I just, I know he'll be all right, and we'll have a brother back sooner than later, we hope, right? So, but as far as him, physically he's fine. You know what I mean? His family's good. Everybody's great. Okay. Remy says, "What up, D-Style?" Well, how's it going? How's it going? Big Dog would have said, let's talk about why there is an unnecessary division between black and brown fans when we are one and the same. Look, I can't control what other fans or people do. All I could tell you is what I do and what I say. I don't cause any division in this community like some other people out here do. That's not me. That's not how I roll. For those that do, there's nothing I can do. HCP doesn't. HCP is not contributing to any division whatsoever, right? So we have no involvement in that, right? We may respond to certain narratives. We may, at least me, I may respond to certain things that are said, but that's just not an issue over here. Now, look, really quick, Crawford versus Porter is a good fight. It's a good fight for Crawford. It's a good fight for his resume. But let me just say this right now. And let me say this with all the confidence in the world. I ain't going to ride no fence. I ain't going to, come out here and hedge my bets. That's not what DStyleBoxing does. Listen to me and listen to me very, very carefully. Terrence Crawford is going to beat the shit out of Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford is going to destroy Sean Porter. No, don't say that. Porter's tough. He's never been destroyed. What makes you think? Listen to me one more time. I'm not hedging it. I'm not here saying, oh, it could go either way, like a bunch of pussy predictions. I'm just gonna say it. That way, when it happens, I'm gonna brag about it. I could brag about it. I ain't hedging shit. He's gonna beat the shit out of Sean Porter. It's gonna be the most one-sided fight Sean Porter has ever been a part of and has ever officially lost. Just like that. Okay? But how can you say that like this? He's going to destroy Sean Porter. But DStyle, how can he possibly say it like this? He is going to destroy Sean. It will be a easy fight, or it will look, no fight's easy, but it's going to look easy. And then everyone's going to be like, oh my God, look at what happened. People are going to be like, oh, but Sean Porter was inactive. That's why that happened. And like whatever. Okay? All right? Just like that. No, but DStyle, how can you possibly say it like this? Look, Terrence Crawford is gonna beat the shit out of Sean Porter. Okay? All you dudes have been capping out here on the internet, talking about Sean Porter could beat Crawford. You've been capping. That's what you've been doing. You didn't think the fight would happen. You didn't think Top Rank would fork out the money. You didn't think the fucking thing would happen. You thought you were safe on the other side of the street, barking. But now it's going to happen. Knock on wood. Sean Porter is going to cross the street and catch a beat down. He's going to find out why he's on a different side of the street. He's going to find out why. Oh no, but Porter's tough. Nobody's ever done that to Porter. I don't give a fuck what anybody else has done to Porter. Let me ask you guys a question. Were any of those dudes named Terrence Crawford? Any one of them? And let's see how many of you actually pick Porter. I don't want to hear, oh, he's going to give him problems. What does that even mean? I have problems driving to work sometimes. Sometimes the motherfucking shit turns red and I got to, press the brakes all of a sudden. Sometimes I'm stuck in traffic, right? And I got to press on the gas a little harder so I can get there on time. I run into problems that I've never had an issue getting to work. But Sean Porter, he's big and he's strong. And Crawford hasn't beaten nobody. Well, now I guess this is your somebody. This is what you dudes been capping about, right? This is the dude you've been saying. You thought the fight wasn't going to happen. That's why you've been talking all this shit, okay? Just like the Caleb Plant dudes. The Caleb Plant dudes were calling it a cherry pick, right? And then when the fight didn't happen, all of a sudden Canelo was ducking. Right? And now they're kind of stuck with it now. And then what happened? The fight ended up getting official, at least, for November 6th. And all of a sudden, y'all stuck. All right? Y'all stuck with the pick. That's what it is. Stop playing it safe, ladies and gentlemen. Stop playing it safe. And any motherfucker that comes out here and says, well, I got Bud, but I could see Porter winning though, and none of you I don't want to hear any one of you motherfuckers that don't got the fucking balls to just say Bud's gonna win, period. I don't want to hear you bragging they got it right. I don't want to hear you talking after the fight that, I picked the right guy. Like, no, you don't get to pick anything. Either have the balls to just pick Crawford or shut the fuck up. I'm tired of people hedging out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of I did pick this guy, but I did say this guy could win though, and then he won. That doesn't count. Okay, saying this dude's gonna give him problems doesn't count. Tell me specifically what the problems are gonna be. Okay? D-Style's got 99 problems, but picking a fucking fight ain't one. Porter's going to get destroyed. This motherfucker lunges in. He's tailor-made for Crawford. It's almost like God molded this dude, right? It's like he molded him, right? And then just like threw him out there. Like he molded him. Oh, this is a perfect opponent for Crawford. Right here. God did his thing. Yep. Tailor-made for Crawford. All right, go out there and find him, son. Shout out to Maestro A Boxing. Shout out to you. Shout out to Maestro A. Let me tell you guys something, okay? Let me just say this. Terrence Crawford, all right? Obviously, I understand that his resume hasn't really aged well, right? I get that. I get that, at welterweight, a lot left to be desired. I get it 100%. I get that. But if Porter's that dude, like, oh no, but Porter's that dude though. You guys been saying he's that dude. Okay, well, I guess he's that dude, right? Now, Chicano said nobody's going to pick Porter. Oh, I wouldn't do that because there's been dudes picking against Crawford, right? For whatever reason, right? Like we had people picking Cal Brook against Crawford. I couldn't believe what I told it was going to be easy. I said it was. So like, I don't like. Here's the thing, right? Not like people that are too to just pick a winner. I actually told you guys that he was going to win easy and stop him. That's what I said, so I could brag about it. Okay, Crawford went out there and beat the fuck out of Cal Brook with ease. Okay, like anybody who picked Cal Brook should be ashamed of themselves. I'm sorry. That fight was not hard to pick. It was an easy fight to pick. I didn't even brag about it because it was that easy. Well, this one's not going to be as easy because it can't get any easier than that. Let me just tell you that, okay? But the way Crawford used the leverage of Cal Brook coming in, who's a lot more methodical than a freaking Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter's never fought anybody that could time him the way Crawford's going to time him when he lunges in. He just hasn't, okay? He just hasn't. And for all you dudes that tell him about Cody Bates struggles against Granados, well, so did Porter, okay? Let me just tell you something right now. Porter, in my opinion, lost to Ugas, okay? No shame in that. It was competitive, though. Ugas beat Pacquiao, an older Pacquiao, but nonetheless, okay? All I will say is this, okay? This is what I'll say. Crawford is going to fuck up Sean Porter in that ring, right? And I'm just telling you that right now. If Crawford wins by a thin margin, if he wins by a competitive decision, you know what? If Sean Porter wins more than 4 rounds, I don't want credit for picking Crawford, okay? You could tell me I'm wrong. Even if he wins 7-5, if he wins 7-5 with a knockdown, it don't count. Like anything more than 4 rounds, you could come out and you could say, D-Style, your prediction was wrong. You were wrong. Crawford, okay, struggled against Porter, right? It was not the fight you said it was going to be. Yes, he won, but you were wrong. I'm telling you, it's going to be a pretty lopsided fight. I'm just telling you that right now. Just like that. Okay? No, but how can you say that like this? It's going to be a lopsided fight. It's actually pretty easy. It's not that hard. Okay? So I'm glad this fight's going to happen. Right? I really am. So I'm glad it is. I hope that those that said that Crawford will do everything possible to not fight Porter, I hope you stick to your guns and you pick Porter. Right? I really do. But I'm telling you right now, this is not the difficult fight a lot of people think it is. It just isn't. Okay? It just isn't. Oh, but you don't like Porter. That's not true. I picked Porter to beat Danny Garcia. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. I'm just letting you know. Simple like that. All right. It's going to be lopsided. Lopsided. Okay. Now, I don't know if he's in the stop order, but he'll likely drop him. And Porter will probably become very tentative, right? And he's not going to be, doing all those football moves, and then none of that shit's going to work. None of it. Let me just tell you that right now. And on the inside, all that wrestling shit, like Crawford is a better quote-unquote grappler than Porter, okay? He's going to beat him in the clinch. He's going to out-leverage him in the clinch. All of Porter's, mouth open shots with his eyes closed, okay? I ain't going to do shit to Crawford, okay? All those, the elbows, you can make the elbows legal, and he's still ain't going to beat Crawford. I'm just telling you right now, okay? Oh, but he throws elbows, though, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, okay? Let him throw the elbows, okay? Like, it's not going to matter. It just isn't. I got Crawford winning at the worst 9 rounds to 3 in this fight, and possibly a late stoppage. That's what I got. Okay, that's what I have right now. This dude's going to be busted up. He's going to be lunging in. He's going to be getting caught. I should think early in the fight, Porter's going to have a look like, what the fuck? Because I don't think he understands what's going to happen here. He's going to be lunging in, and Crawford's going to time that, and he's going to get hurt. Like, I'm just telling you that right now, when he's never fought somebody that could time him like that. Sorry, he just hasn't. He just hasn't. Right? But there's a lot of dudes out here sweating the fact that this fight actually happened. Right? They're sweating it hard. Okay? Let me just tell you that right now. They did not expect for this fight to actually happen. They wanted to go on and say, oh, you see, he don't want to fight no PBC guys. He's scared of the PBC guys. That's what they wanted to say. Well, we got to fight. All right? We have a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to fight. Let's talk about another one. So I thought the fight was already official, but I guess they made it official today. Canelo versus Caleb Plant is official. Venue and everything. I got Canelo winning that all day. All day. I don't think it's going to be tricky for Canelo for the first 4 or 5 rounds. It is, right? It's somewhere in the middle rounds, where there's the 5th or 6th, 7th, somewhere around there. Canelo's going to take over. Okay? Canelo's going to take over, right? And then it's going to become one-sided. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to slow down Plant. I believe, watch this, most will be giving the early rounds to Plant, but there's going to be body shots landed by Canelo that are going to slow him down. It's going to be visible in the middle rounds, and then Canelo will start to take over from there, and every round from 6th or 7th on will be more and more one-sided, and it will eventually become a one-sided beatdown. I think Canelo stops him late. I think more than likely that is the scenario. My personal opinion, right? Caleb Plant is a good fighter, but there's levels to this, okay? And he ain't at Canelo's level. And everybody knows it. It's just, I'm just saying. That's why a bunch of dudes out here were saying that it's a cherry pick. And then, you know what I mean? Then they all of a sudden it wasn't a cherry pick when it didn't happen, right? Oh, Canelo's ducking! And then the fight happened. You know what I mean? So there you go. Shushan is right. He caught him with a late shot. Broner did catch him. And if you look at that again, the dude lunges in. The dude lunges in. So, Ronald Franklin, $10 million for a doctor's appointment. Jesus Christ. No, he's got insurance for that, brother. He's got insurance for that. Let me also say this, man. I wanted to kind of announce this, and so right now we're gonna have the Roundtable 46. It will be on Maestro's channel. Okay, so we're close to Roundtable 50, right? And around 50 is going to be around the 1 year mark because we took like 3 weeks or so off, right? And I want to I want to actually get, because we usually do 7 segments on the roundtable. Okay. So we've had, I mean, just think about it, man. We've had 46 shows. 46. Okay. And we've had all types of special guest panelists come on, and it's been great. So I actually want to get 7 segments, right? I want to get the 7 best segments of the first 50 roundtables and kind of upload it all as one like 2-hour show or whatever, and put that up. So what you guys can do is, whether it's in the bottom of this video in the chat right now or wherever, in my email, DStyleBoxing@gmail, or remind people during the roundtables as well. It's let us know the segments that you remember of all the segments, right? And it doesn't matter what the segment is. It doesn't matter if we're cool or not cool with the panelists that were there at one point. None of it matters. It comes down to what you guys think, and that's what will be uploaded. Okay. And I'll go ahead and set that up. I'll title it like the Ultimate Roundtable or some, and it's going to be like one show, but it's going to be 7 different segments from all these different roundtables. So let us know which segment sticks out to you from the very beginning all the way to last week, right? Whatever sticks out to you, and we'll remind you guys on the roundtable every week, right? So that way we could kind of have that, ultimate show with all the roundtables, the 7 best segments, right, in the history of the roundtable. And I'll go ahead and upload that. I just want to go ahead and say that. Okay. So there you go. All right. So I just wanted to kind of say that. I also wanted to say something else. So first of all, I want to thank everybody that supports HCP. Right. Like I think, I don't know if I say that enough or whatever it is, but I just wanted to kind of go out of my way to say that, right? A lot of you guys give us your time, you give me your time, and to listen to the show and be opinionated and give us your thoughts. And we here like to give everyone the ability to express themselves and give their opinions, to speak without being censored in the chat, right? And I'm a big advocate of free speech myself, whether I agree or disagree with something somebody's saying. Not that I don't have rules, right? People confuse that with like free speech, but there's things that are not tolerated, but you guys know what the rules are, right? But for the most part, I appreciate everyone that comes on and gives their thoughts and expresses their thoughts, whether you agree with me, disagree with me. I don't even trip when people say, "Oh, DStyle, you're an idiot." Like, I don't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? It kind of is like something that I don't trip about. You know what I mean? And I want to make sure people understand that that's what this platform is for, right? That's what we pride ourselves in, and we're all advocates of it. Now, I will say this, all right? So we'll say. Eric Dione says HCP is the best thing that happened for boxing fans. Hey, I appreciate, not everyone shares your sentiments, right? Like, there's some people that think we're horrible, like, for whatever reason. But here's what I want to say. So when people say HCP says this, right? I would love for people to be specific on what certain things we say are. You know what I mean? Because there's many times, and by HCP, by the way, the brand is growing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not it's really not even just me and G Funk anymore. Like we got Maestro Rob, got Kenny T. Shout out to Mano a Mano. You know what I mean? We got In the Ring with Christine. We got Calix. We'll have Power Punchers back soon. You know what I mean? We have different guys that are involved and all that, right? Shout out to Ringside Reporter for being part of the networking that we do, right? So like you need to understand, like when people say, "Oh, ATP said this, ATP said that," like who said it? Who? Right? Like I think specifics need to be specifics, right? Because I don't agree with everything Chief Funky says. I don't agree with everything Maestro Ross says, and vice versa. They don't agree with everything I say, and they're not responsible for everything I say, and vice versa, right? So I would appreciate some specifics now, all right? Now, for those that don't know, and you guys can check out A-Rod Book Sale, make sure you guys subscribe to A-Rod, right? They're going to be doing a segment now of the Mexican said, right? So, so if the Mexican or the Mexican said something like you guys, I think should be specific on who said it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say about that, right? That's all I want to say. Another thing. So look again, and I need to repeat this. We appreciate all the support. And you know what? And to be honest with you, I personally can appreciate constructive criticism, anything somebody wants to say, and that's cool, right? And while I'm not going to censor anybody, and you're free to say what you want, like at least on this channel, like you know what I mean. What I would appreciate, right, is that if you have some constructive, like about me, I don't give a fuck. You can post it in the chat, right? But if we have a guest panelist on the show, or we got like something like that, right? You guys can email me, like DStyleBoxing@gmail, right? And whatever the constructive criticism is, right? We have a Discord you could go into as well. You know what I mean? If you kind of want to put the link, you know what I mean? And you could kind of give your constructive criticism or even like feedback. Feedback could be anything. It could be good feedback, bad feedback, constructive criticism. It could be, hey, I love how you guys used to do this one thing. What happened? Why don't you do it anymore? Whatever it is, right? Or I've always wanted you might give me an idea that I never thought about. Whatever it is, right? I'm open to it. I really am, right? But it's really disrespectful to give your opinion about an individual giving their time, right? To me, time isn't money. I know that's a saying. Oh, time is money, right? No, time is precious, right? So if a panelist gives their time, right, to come on, I'm sure most people can appreciate good constructive criticism, but at least know how to apply it, right? And if they're doing something you yourself don't do, you know what I mean? Like show themselves on camera and stuff like that. Maybe you should keep your feedback to yourself, whatever that is. All right. At the end of the day, like maybe, or if it's something like, oh, you know what? I find that person too boring. Look, at the end of the day, I care about what people say, but one individual is one individual, right? Like there's more than one individual with an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. So feel free to email me at DStyleBoxing@gmail. Give me your thoughts, whatever it is. The more constructive it is, the more likely I am to listen to it, right? Join the Discord or whatever it is. Give us your thoughts there. We want to be better. Like you never stop getting better at things, right? I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not for everybody, right? But maybe there's people that, are like, you know what? This style's not quite for me, but if you did a little bit of this, maybe you would. And maybe I got to listen to that feedback. Who knows, right? But there's just a way to say it, okay? Another thing, with all due respect, okay? stop being so thirsty. Okay? I'm just like, we can have a woman in the panel, right? And y'all thirsty as fuck. All right? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, bro, there's been times where like we got a chick on the panel, and I'm like, yo, you thirsty, bro? Like, there you go, brother. Like, goddamn. Like, I'm just saying. All right? Like, seriously. So, like, just stop and think for a moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and ask yourself, would I say this if I was in public in front of people? Like, and I get that it's the internet, right? But just stop and think about it for a moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, come on. Now, again, it doesn't mean I'm here to censor you guys. You can do what you want as long as you don't go way out of line. But you know, it's just I'm giving you guys constructive criticism too, just like you give it to me. You know, it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? It's a dictatorship out here. It's my channel. It's my rules. But you know, I decide that I want to be a little more, you know, free speechy and you know, so I like to give you feedback. You give me feedback. It works both ways, right? Simple as that. That's all I'm saying. Because I get feedback, right? If you think it just ends with what you say, right? It doesn't just end with what you say, because then I get feedback from the panelists, right? So it does work both ways, right? Simple as that. I'm saying, speaking of thirsty, I'm thirsty as fuck right now. That's right. So now, granted, you know, there's nothing like, look, there's nothing wrong with compliments. It's just you know, come on. I don't need to walk people through this. I just don't. You know, you guys know, like, you know, come on. I don't need to walk people through it. I just don't. I need to hold your hand and walk you through it. I just don't. Okay. I respect everyone on here enough to know that you're grown adults, and I don't have to be walking anybody. Okay. You're not dogs. I don't need to put a collar on you and walk you. Okay. Nobody. And that's me showing respect to you guys. You know what I mean? Another thing. And I think, and this is a good thing. Right. It's a good thing. So, I gotta say, you know, when I look at, you know, whether, like, let's say an HCP show or a roundtable, you know, I feel like, shout out to Jay Desi. What's going on, brother? And I mean this. I love, for the most part, and this is in all honesty, right? I love HCP chats. I do. Like all bullshit aside. I will put our chat. Now, granted, people go off script, but that's okay. I don't mind the chat taking a life of its own and side debate. I don't care about all that, right? I care when a panelist is like debating somebody, then ask them a question. They're like, "Oh, what?" Like that, I do care about, but that has nothing to do with you guys. You know what I mean? Like if a panelist gets distracted with one of you guys, that's on them. But like I don't mind that, right? But I love HCP chats. I really do. And I will put it up against anybody. Okay. And there's some other chats out there that they might be more active or not as active, right? They may, you know, whatever it is, but the engagement in our chats, I'm very, very proud of it. Okay. And it is a hardcore boxing fan audience. That's what I want. That's what I want to appeal to. That's who I want to talk to. Okay. And I just wanted to say that, right? Because I think if I'm going to give people feedback and constructive criticism, I also need to at the same time point out the good things. And so I just wanted to go ahead and say that. Voltex, how's it going? Okay. Shout out to you. Okay. Well, Big Dog, well, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? I don't have an issue with H money or anything, but you know what I mean? But that's your opinion. But it depends what you're looking for, I guess. But look, um, but look, I think that's it. I don't got anything else. I ran out of shit to say. Somebody asked, when are the kind of, I don't know when the Canelo tickets are going to go to sale. I'm going to try to be at that fight. So the one thing I'm going to start doing, right, is I am planning on starting to apply for credentials. That's what I am planning to do. But takes me to this. That's what I wanted to say. It seems to me that for whatever reason, I've seen a lot of channels, they get guests on and stuff like that. And a lot of people start attacking these channels, like for some reason. I don't know why, right? But, like, can you not attack me if I go to a fight? Like, este güey, hace quiere mucho porque están las peleas el güey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can I not like get attacked just because I went to a fight? You know what I mean? And covered it, right? Like, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Like if I'm in the press room, I'm not gonna start cussing out the dudes on the stage, and I'm not gonna do that stuff, right? Because nobody does that. Okay. But like oh, you see, he said, "Hey man, great fight." Fuck that dude. Like, get it chill out a little bit. I'm just saying. I have to get attacked. God damn. No, but I am planning on going to the fights, covering the fights, and just see where it goes. You know what I mean? That's gonna take me investing some of my own money because it's not like you get credentials and they pay your shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's something I want to move forward with, right? I don't know if I'll get credentials for the Canelo fight, but if I can, I will, right? So that's what I'm going to do at the end of the day, right? Just like that. So with that said, guys, sorry that there was no podcast today. I'm extremely tired, but I have some shit going on. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to come on here, talk to you guys for a little bit, right? And that is that. This is DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing, everybody. Peace out.